go ahead and take the action here. It's not... Yeah, now we get another Cemetery Tampering. Question of the day. What is the most broken card on Arena right now? Let me know in the comments below. Ladies and gentlemages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We're going to be digging up some graves with the Cemetery Tampering. This is a new Capenna card, Hideaway 5. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill 3 cards. Then, if there's 20 or more, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost from the Hideaway. So this is kind of a cool little card. We're going to use this with the new Alchemy cards. So we got the Syndicate Recruiter. Whenever it comes out, you just mill 4. It also has Flying and Ward, and you get a free dig up the body if you got 5 different mana values. I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of use the Bind to Secrecy. You get to counter target non-creature spell, which is good, or you can just duplicate a target creature card in an opponent's graveyard. That's also pretty good, but if you have 5 or more mana values in your graveyard, you can just get a free card. Now, none of these cards are super great that you can get out of the spellbook here, but they are pretty, it's still just a free card that you can use, and, Bind to Secrecy, it's a fun little card. We're going to try and use it. Basically, we just got the Egon, I think that's how you say it, God of Death, the Throne of Death. Basically, what we're going to be doing is just having sort of like this mid-rangey, Dimir type of milling control deck. That's what we got going on here. So let the mill begin. We even got Oglor here. This is another Alchemy card. Oh my gosh, so good. So good. And when you take things out of the graveyard with like Undead Butler, or when you exile them with the Puppet Raiser, another Alchemy card, you get to do some cool stuff. So this is what we got going on. We just got pretty much this mill deck. Let's take this Dimir puppy and let's go ahead and just, we're just going to go right in, baby. I can't wait. This is going to be a good one. But before you end the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. Without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Altricia, how are we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. This is pretty good here. We dropped the Forsaken Crossroads for our blacks. We're going to need plenty of black in this deck. And we got a Shipwreck Marsh. Is that worth it? Yeah, sure. We're going to need a lot of land in this deck. I've been having a lot of flood problems lately. Let's see if we can actually get something going here. So, Shambling Gas. Okie dokie. So, here's the cool thing about the Bind to Secrecy. Counter non-creature spell. So, hey, if they want to do a Deadly Dispute, you can go ahead and counter that. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to use that on our turn, so I guess we'll go ahead and just start the mill action. Let's go ahead and go for the Cemetery Tampering. We kind of want to mill ourselves here. They could obviously just go for like a Jawari, which would really suck. But we don't. We get the Hideaway 5 going. Let's see what we can get out of here. Hopefully something good, and that's nothing. That's nothing even remotely good. But, hey, I guess the Aven Heartstabber is better than nothing, so we'll go ahead and snag that. There's the Deadly Dispute, but hey, we never really had a chance to counter that. There was no way we were going to be able to counter that. Key to the Archive. Okay, so now we do have our Bind to Secrecy up. I mean, we're going to have to be a little bit more careful here. The Meathook Massacres are completely dead in every way, shape, and form here. Okay, let's go ahead and take the action. We do need cards in our graveyard. Ooh, there's the God of Death. And there's our Oglor. That is a cute little card here. Cute little card. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's drop the Oglor, our devoted assistant. He is so devoted. You gotta give him credit here. It's gonna end turn. So the Bind to Secrecy, we kind of want to get up our Geist Channel. Yeah, Geist Channeler is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but we can't really do anything about it, so it's gonna have to be fine for now. But the Bind to Secrecy, we want to get up to 5 different mana costs in our graveyard. Okay, so Oglor? At the beginning of our upkeep, we're going to look at the top 2 cards of our library, put one of them into your graveyard, and whenever they leave... Okay, here we go, baby. Here we go. So let's do this first, because we want to do this and then look. So let's do that. So Cemetery Tampering is going to go first. Let's just mill some cards. Sure, why not? Mill them all, baby. And then now, whenever this gets... Ooh, okay. Now you can see how we're cooking. We're cooking. Let's see here. Bloodchiefs are just not that great here. But neither is a land. I think we just kind of want something else. So we'll go ahead and just... Oh, yeah, we actually have to keep one. We actually have to keep one. I actually kind of forgot about that. Oh, God. I guess we'll keep the land. We do have a little bit... We have a few fatties in here. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. I think we just kind of pass. This is kind of awkward. But we can conjure a duplicate of target creature in opponent's graveyard. It perpetually gains so we can kind of steal the Shambling Gas, and then we get to draft, because we do have the 5 mana costed threshold here. kind of talking a little choppy here. Discover the formula. That is going to be a swift no. So counter target non-creature spell. Let's counter discover the formula, and then we get to, oh baby, now we get to draft here. This is the best part. Okay, enchantment. If there are 5 or more cards in your graveyard, tap and turn to creature. It doesn't. Okay, so we can do. That's kind of okay. Let's see if we can do something a little better here. Obsessive Stitcher. Draw a card, then discard a card. I guess the Stitcher's a little bit better here. So let's take the Stitcher. I mean, these cards aren't like super mega great, but they're decent. You know, they're decent. They're just added value. So I mean, you know, maybe we can make something out of it. Maybe we'll make a mountain out of molehill. And we still have another Bind to Secrecy. Shh. So, sure, my turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and always do the tampering first. Yep. Let's go ahead and mill these puppies out. And with the Oglor, you know, whatever we're deciding to move these things back will be okay. And ooh, the Cemetery Tampering. Let's go ahead and put Undead Butler into the graveyard, and we'll keep the Cemetery Tampering here. Eventually, they're gonna get moved out with like the Obsessive Stitcher, and then we're gonna be able to get a free 2/2 Black Zombie creature token. I mean, it's still pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Cemetery Tampering, because then we still have the Bind to Secrecy in our hand too. So we've got 2 up for the counter. Hopefully, come on, let's get like an Iymrith or something. No, what is this? What is this? We gotta get into something big and scary. Okay, all right, nothing big and scary for now. Let's go and pass the turn. If they do have like another Discover the Formula, Blood on the Snow, something, we do have to Bind to Secrecy. And I'm not really sure why they're not attacking. I mean, they could be attacking here. It's kind of close. I mean, we got to keep the counter spell. They're running Discover the Formula. We've got to keep it. So let's go for the Cemetery Tampering here. We won't be able to push for the 20 threshold. There's one of our big creatures here. Let's do it again. We're almost ready to be casting our cards for free. Not for free. Well, yeah, for free, right? So this is up to 18, and we can put one of them into our library. So we can only go up to 19. We can't get to 20 just yet. So let's go in for the Undead Butler. Or the Heartstabber. Let's go for the Heartstabber. We do have the threshold. We do have the threshold, so we can drop this Aven Heartstabber. Bang! And it's gonna have 2/2 and Death Counter because we have got this monstrous graveyard here. And again, we're just passing. We're just passing. Slow and steady wins the race, baby. Okay. Okay, so I mean we do have some sort of presence on here now. And now here's the cool part. Cemetery Tampering. Now we've got the 20 that we need for the Cemetery Tampering. So let's go ahead and take the action here. It's not, yeah, now we get another Cemetery Tampering. Hopefully we can get something cool here. Here we go. We got the Iymrith Desert Doom, and this is what I'm wanting to get in here. I think the Puppet Razor is pretty gosh darn good, but I think the Iymrith is just going to be kind of what we want here. So let's go ahead and mill this. We're gonna like mill ourselves out here eventually. So bang, and we got another Heartstabber. Let's get rid of this and put the Kotose in our hand. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So we don't have a whole lot of land, so we have to be kind of careful here. What I'm going to do, let's go ahead and swing in with the Heartstabber. The one that's not summoning sick. Okay. Bang! And now, I kind of would like to drop, let's go ahead and just drop the Obsessive Stitcher. Because we want to keep up the Bind to Secrecy. I'm just worried that they might have something a little crazy up their sleeve. Just something a little too crazy that I don't want to see. Could be like a lull. Oh, they just take it! We take it! Big graveyard for the win!